When we ask, what does the vibration of a real spiritually awakened person look like, we are not just talking about something you can see with the eyes. This is not about an aura or a glow, though some may describe it this way. What we are really exploring here is a presence, a resonance, a frequency that emanates from someone who has touched the depths of their being. It's subtle yet powerful, quiet yet deeply transformative. And the truth is, this vibration is not something they produce, it is something they become. For us to truly grasp this, we must first understand the nature of vibration itself. Everything in the universe vibrates. Every thought, every emotion, every action carries a frequency. Fear, anger, jealousy, and despair vibrate at a lower frequency. Love, joy, peace, and compassion vibrate at a higher frequency. A spiritually awakened person, then, is someone whose very existence resonates at the higher end of this spectrum. Their vibration is not just a reflection of their inner state, it is a living embodiment of universal harmony.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
Take a moment to consider this. How often do you feel truly at peace? How often do you feel completely aligned with life itself, as if you and the universe are not two separate entities, but one seamless flow? A spiritually awakened person lives in that state, not constantly, for they are still human, but regularly enough that it defines their way of being. Their vibration is not something they achieve, but something they allow. It is the natural state of being when all the layers of ego, fear, and resistance have been peeled away. If you were to sit with such a person, you might not even notice anything extraordinary at first. They may not look different, speak differently, or try to impress you with their knowledge, but you would feel something. Perhaps it's a sense of calm that washes over you, or a sudden clarity of thought that arises in their presence. Perhaps it's a feeling of being seen, truly seen, without judgment or expectation. This is their vibration at work. It is not loud or flashy, it does not demand attention. It simply is. And in its quiet power, it begins to transform you, not by doing but by being. Now let's get practical. If you are wondering how you can cultivate this vibration within yourself, the first step is awareness. You must become aware of the vibrations you are carrying in this moment. Are you vibrating at the frequency of fear, worry, or frustration? Or are you vibrating at the frequency of love, peace, and gratitude? Be honest with yourself. This is not about judgment, but about recognition. You cannot change what you do not first acknowledge. After awareness comes stillness. A spiritually awakened person is deeply rooted in the present moment. They are not lost in the endless chatter of the mind or the constant pull of past and future. They have found the still point within themselves, the place where all vibrations settle into harmony. This stillness is not something you have to create, it is already within you. But to access it, you must be willing to stop. Stop running. Stop striving. Stop trying to be someone or something other than what you are. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you sat in complete stillness, not just physical stillness, but mental stillness? When was the last time you allowed yourself to simply be without needing to do, fix, or achieve anything? If you cannot remember, then let this moment be your invitation. Find a quiet space, sit down, and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and feel the aliveness of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the weight of your presence. In this stillness, you will begin to feel your own vibration. And as you become more aware of it, you will also begin to align it with the higher frequencies of love, peace, and joy. A spiritually awakened person does not resist life. They do not fight against what is. They have surrendered to the flow of existence, trusting that everything is happening for a reason, even if that reason is not immediately clear. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, but of immense strength. It is the strength to let go of control and allow life to unfold in its own perfect way. And in this state of surrender, their vibration becomes an open channel for the divine. Think about this. How often do you resist life? How often do you fight against what is happening, wishing it were different, trying to bend reality to your will? What if, instead of resisting, you allowed? What if you trusted that even the challenges and difficulties in your life are here to serve your growth and awakening? This does not mean you become passive or indifferent. It means you align yourself with the deeper intelligence of life, the intelligence that knows exactly what you need at every moment. Another key aspect of the vibration of a spiritually awakened person is presence. They are fully here, fully now. When they speak to you, they are not distracted by their phone or their thoughts. They are not thinking about what they will say next or judging what you are saying. They are simply with you, giving you their full attention. This presence is a gift, and it is rare in today's world. But it is also something you can cultivate. The next time you are with someone, try this. Put away your phone, quiet your thoughts, and give them your full attention. Listen not just to their words, but to the energy behind their words. Look into their eyes and really see them. Feel their presence as you share your own. This is not just about being polite, it is about creating a space where true connection can happen. And in that connection, your vibration will naturally rise. Finally, a spiritually awakened person radiates love, not the sentimental, conditional love that is often portrayed in movies and books, but a deep, unconditional love that arises from their connection to all of life. This love is not something they give or receive, it is something they are. And because they are love, their very presence becomes a healing force in the world. So ask yourself, what would it look like for you to embody love in this way? Not just to feel love when things are going well, but to be love even in the face of challenges, conflict, and pain. This is the ultimate vibration of a spiritually awakened person. It is not something they achieve, but something they remember. It is the truth of who they are, and it is the truth of who you are. Take a moment to reflect on this. What is your vibration in this moment? What is the energy you are bringing into the world? And how can you align yourself more fully with the higher frequencies of love, peace, and joy? When we think of the vibration of a spiritually awakened person, we often focus on its personal effects: the deep peace, the heightened awareness, the inner stillness. But what happens when this vibration begins to extend outward? What does it mean for the people, the environments, and the world that come into contact with such a presence? The truth is, when one person embodies a higher vibration, it creates a ripple effect that can influence and transform everything around them. Imagine for a moment that you are standing by a still lake. You drop a single stone into the water, and from that single point of contact, ripples spread outward in all directions. The surface of the lake is forever changed by that one small action. This is exactly how the vibration of an awakened being works. They do not need to shout, push, or demand change. Their very presence, their very existence, creates waves of transformation that extend far beyond what they can see or imagine. Think about the people in your own life who have left a deep impression on you, not because of what they did, but because of who they were. Perhaps it was a teacher, a mentor, or even a stranger you encountered for only a brief moment. What was it about them that stayed with you? Chances are, it was their energy, their presence, their vibration. You may not have been able to put it into words at the time, but you felt it. And that feeling lingered, subtly shifting your own energy in the process. This is the power of vibration. It is not bound by words or actions. It transcends the limitations of physical interaction. A spiritually awakened person, simply by walking into a room, can elevate the energy of everyone present. They do not need to say or do anything extraordinary. Their vibration speaks louder than words, creating an atmosphere of peace, love, and openness. But here's the catch: the ripple effect only works when the awakened person is truly aligned with their vibration. This is why self-awareness and authenticity are so important. If someone tries to project an image of spiritual awakening without actually embodying it, the energy they emit will be inconsistent, and the ripple effect will be weak or non-existent. True transformation begins within. Let's go deeper. What does this ripple effect look like in practical terms? Imagine a spiritually awakened person entering a stressful environment, perhaps a workplace where tensions are high, or a family gathering filled with unresolved conflicts. Without saying a word, their calm and grounded energy begins to influence others. People may feel more at ease, more open, more willing to listen and understand. Over time, this shift in energy can lead to tangible changes in behavior, communication, and relationships. But it's not always instant, and it's not always obvious. Sometimes the ripple effect works in subtle, unseen ways. A single kind word, a moment of deep presence, or a simple act of compassion can plant a seed in someone's heart. That seed may take weeks, months, or even years to grow, but once it does, it can inspire that person to raise their own vibration and, in turn, create ripples of their own. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you felt truly inspired by someone's presence? Not by what they said or did, but simply by who they were. What was it about them that touched you? And more importantly, what would it take for you to become that kind of presence for someone else? Now, let's address a common misconception. The ripple effect of a spiritually awakened person is not about changing others. It's not about fixing, rescuing, or convincing anyone to follow a certain path. True transformation cannot be forced. It can only be invited. And the best way to invite transformation is to embody it yourself. For example, if you are in a situation where someone is angry or aggressive, your instinct might be to react to mirror their energy, to defend yourself, or to try to change their behavior. But what if, instead of reacting, you chose to stay grounded in your own vibration? What if you responded with compassion instead of judgment, with understanding instead of resistance? In doing so, you create a space for the other person to step out of their lower vibration and meet you at a higher frequency. This doesn't mean you allow others to mistreat you or disregard your boundaries. On the contrary, a high vibration comes with a deep sense of self-respect and clarity. A spiritually awakened person knows how to hold their energy without being pulled into the chaos of others. They do not shrink or dim their light to make others comfortable. Instead, they shine so brightly that others are inspired to find their own light. Let's take this even further. The ripple effect of a spiritually awakened person extends not just to individuals, but to entire communities and environments. When a group of people comes together with a shared intention of raising their vibration, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply living in alignment with their values, their collective energy can create profound changes. Studies have even shown that when groups meditate with the intention of peace, crime rates in surrounding areas can decrease. This is not magic, it is the natural result of higher vibrations influencing lower ones. But here's the most important part: the ripple effect starts with you. You do not need to be a spiritual master, a guru, or someone with thousands of followers to make a difference. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take carries a vibration. And that vibration influences the world around you, whether you realize it or not. So ask yourself, what kind of ripple are you creating in this moment? Are you contributing to the noise, the fear, the division? Or are you adding to the harmony, the love, the unity? This is not about perfection. It's about intention. Every time you choose to align with the higher frequencies of peace, joy, and compassion, you are raising the vibration of the collective consciousness. Think about it this way: if you were a stone dropped into the lake of humanity, what kind of ripples would you want to create? What legacy would you want your vibration to leave behind? The ripple effect is not limited by time or space. A single act of kindness, a moment of deep presence, or a thought of unconditional love can travel farther than you can imagine. It can touch people you will never meet, influence situations you will never see, and create changes you will never know about. This is the beauty and mystery of vibration. But here's the challenge: to create ripples of transformation, you must first be willing to transform yourself. You must be willing to look within, to face your fears, to release your attachments, and to align with the truth of who you are. This is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Because when you raise your own vibration, you not only change your life, you change the world. Take a moment to reflect on this. What kind of world do you want to live in? And how can you embody the vibration of that world in your own life, right here, right now? The journey of spiritual awakening is not a one-time event. It is not something that happens in a single moment and then remains effortlessly constant. Like a flame, your vibration must be tended to, nurtured, and sustained. To embody the vibration of awakening is to become a source, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. But how do we sustain and strengthen this vibration in the midst of daily life, with all its distractions, challenges, and demands? First, let us acknowledge a profound truth: the vibration of spiritual awakening is not something you achieve, it is something you align with. It is always there, like the sun behind the clouds. The clouds, your thoughts, emotions, and distractions may obscure it, but they can never extinguish it. Your work is not to create the vibration, but to clear the clouds, to return again and again to the still, luminous presence within you. One of the most powerful ways to sustain this vibration is through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about paying attention, it is about being fully present in each moment without judgment or resistance. When you are mindful, you are connected to the now, and in the now, the vibration of awakening is most accessible. But here's the challenge: life is noisy. The mind is restless. How often do you catch yourself being pulled into the past or the future, into worries, regrets, or endless mental chatter? And yet, every moment you lose to these distractions is a moment when your vibration is diminished. So ask yourself, how can I bring more mindfulness into my daily life? Start small. Begin with something as simple as your breath. Throughout the day, pause for a few seconds and take a conscious breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, the rise and fall of your chest, the stillness between each inhale and exhale. Let your breath anchor you to the present moment. This simple practice, repeated consistently, can have a profound effect on your vibration. Another key practice is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can embody. When you are grateful, you are aligned with abundance, with the recognition that life itself is a gift. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, from what is wrong to what is right, and this shift in focus raises your vibration instantly. But gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a practice. So here's a practical exercise at the end of each day. Take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be grand or extraordinary. It could be as simple as the warmth of the sun on your skin, the kindness of a stranger, or the taste of your favorite meal. Write them down if you can. Over time, this practice will rewire your mind to focus on the positive, strengthening your vibration in the process. Now let's talk about the body. Your physical body is not separate from your vibration, it is an integral part of it. A healthy, balanced body supports a high vibration, while a neglected body can lower it. This doesn't mean you need to follow a strict regimen or obsess over your diet. It simply means treating your body with love and respect. Ask yourself, how do I nourish my body? What kind of energy am I putting into it? The food you eat, the water you drink, the air you breathe, all of these carry vibrations that influence your own. Choose foods that are fresh, alive, and unprocessed. Stay hydrated. Spend time in nature, where the vibration of life is pure and unfiltered. And move your body in ways that feel joyful, whether it's through yoga, walking, dancing, or any other form of physical activity. But sustaining your vibration is not just about adding positive practices, it's also about letting go of what no longer serves you. This includes not only toxic habits, but also toxic thoughts, relationships, and environments. Every time you hold on to anger, resentment, or fear, you lower your vibration. Every time you stay in a situation that drains your energy, you disconnect from your true self. So here's another question for you. What are you holding on to that is weighing you down? What thoughts, emotions, or attachments are preventing you from fully stepping into your vibration? And are you willing to let them go? Letting go is not always easy. It requires courage, trust, and a willingness to face the unknown. But every time you release what no longer serves you, you create space for something higher, something more aligned with your true self. This is the essence of spiritual awakening, the continual process of shedding the old and embracing the new. A spiritually awakened person also understands the importance of boundaries, not as walls that separate, but as spaces that protect. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about honoring your energy and creating an environment where your vibration can thrive. This might mean saying no to things that drain you, limiting your exposure to negativity, or surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. But here's the paradox: while boundaries are essential, so is connection. A spiritually awakened vibration is not a solitary one, it is deeply interconnected with others. When you are aligned with your vibration, you naturally attract people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with it. And through these connections, your vibration is amplified. This brings us to another powerful practice: service. When you give of yourself, your time, your energy, your love, you align with the universal flow of abundance. Service is not just about helping others, it is about recognizing your oneness with them. It is about seeing the divine in everyone and everything and acting from that place of unity. Ask yourself, how can I serve today? It doesn't have to be something grand or elaborate. It could be as simple as a smile, a kind word, or a moment of genuine presence with someone who needs it. Every act of service, no matter how small, raises your vibration and contributes to the collective awakening of humanity. And finally, let's talk about trust. To sustain and strengthen your vibration, you must trust the process of life. You must trust that everything you experience, the joys, the challenges, the mundane moments, is part of your awakening. Trust does not mean you have all the answers. It means you are willing to live the questions, to embrace the mystery, and to surrender to the flow. So here's the ultimate question. Are you willing to trust? Are you willing to trust yourself, your path, and the unfolding of your life? Because when you do, you step into the vibration of faith, love, and alignment. And from that place, you become not just a receiver of light, but a source of it. Remember, sustaining your vibration is not about perfection. It is about practice. It is about showing up every day, even when it's hard, and choosing to align with the highest version of yourself. It is about being gentle with yourself when you falter and celebrating yourself when you rise. Take a moment now to reflect what is one small step you can take today to raise your vibration. It could be a moment of mindfulness, an act of gratitude, a nourishing meal, or a loving word. Whatever it is, know that it matters. You know that it contributes to the ripple effect of your awakening. Because the truth is, your vibration is not just for you. It is a gift to the world. And as you sustain and strengthen it, you become a beacon of light, a source of love, a living embodiment of what is possible when we awaken to the truth of who we are. You are the source. You are the ripple. You are the vibration. The end.